It's Young Link on stream.
Oh,
2020, here we come.
okay. Okay. So, guys, and we're on PS2. So, PS2 is a really good map for Samus, but we have a good situation here that we can fight with projectiles character in general. So, yeah, it will be maybe a long games. They will try to maybe get some situation in mid range just to like trigger the options of the opponent. But for now, it just went really well. The approach from Jellyfish was like really good. Let's see if Yoshi-O can find something because for now it is just a spamming situation. We are on the no man land, just on the center of the stage. Let's see which one of the two can get the best openings. But for now, Jellyfish is doing a really good job.
Yeah, this is almost like it's a battle of two different thought processes of zoners, right? Like Young Link, much more focused on finding confirms off of a plethora of projectiles, bombs, into arrows, into boomerangs, etc., etc. And Jellyfish is very solid at connecting with a lot of those. We can kind of just get flummoxed once he loses a bit of a lead here. Yoshi-O, meanwhile, gets to play with the weight of Samus as well as that floatiness on top of a very good individual projectile, that being the charge beam. So, two different schools of thought, but it looks like Jellyfish is off to a really, really good start here. And the ledge option was so clean, getting both of them getting out of the scramble, but Jellyfish is the one to take center stage, which is so important in a matchup between two zoners.
Absolutely, and for now he's just getting cornered because he's really late in percentages, so maybe we can find something to kill it on the left next options, but no! Jellyfish just getting in center and starting to spam all of his projectiles just to trigger what we, like I said before, the options of movement of his opponent. Trying the up B here, that will not decay. Oh, we can punish on the forward smash and trying the down air. Well, okay, we need to have the discussion of the down air of Youngling because having the 8 bucks once you have the first bounce is not okay.
Yeah, having it still be active there and pivoting up your landing timings, like it. Young Link is a character that is very, very hard to punish. You have to play very hard to whiff punish, especially.
Oh god!
The charge beam with the shield
on the cookery shield. That's not okay either.
He's cooking. Like, that forward to it.
It's the thinnest shield in the game, man, and it's wood.
Yeah, I mean, it blocks it's a Skyward Sword logic. Like, you need the wooden shield to block the electricity, and you need the iron shield to block the fire.
Maybe he put a rock on it, and we don't know. In Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah. I will just simply attach my bomb to this and see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Try me now, dude. Okay, so now we have Samus in a big, quite hard situation. Maybe a technical control on the armor could be a good thing. Oh no, we'll just whiff here the outspace of the grabbing. The two have a tether, so that's another option they have to acknowledge because it can change so much of the defensive options in mid-range because the two characters need to get inside. Maybe a little bit more on Youngling because he doesn't have the range of the legs of Samus, but when he gets the grab and forward throw, that will be a big difference. And we are trying maybe too hard on getting this up B. That's the second or third he's trying to wait here.
Another up B out of shield. Like, it is such a good escape option. Frame 4 out of shield is like so good. But wow, that list grab is huge here, Dex, because we just saw Jellyfish have such a dominating like feeling whenever he was able to establish the lead, holding steady, but getting dropped by a back air in the corner off of a missed grab like that.
84.
85. Like you lose so much momentum like that, and now Yoshi-O just gets to suddenly return to this very neutral, very much like a stock one game plan when he was behind the 8 ball for the entirety of the rest of the game.
Yeah, and you lose now the lead with one full up. Okay, the back area resets the situation in favor of Jellyfish, who is trying really hard maybe to get on these defenses because he knows that Samus can not rely that much on a good strategy when she's off stage. Here, getting the explosion, getting the up B, and it's just the good timing for Yoshi-O to get the down air. Look at his face, he's so happy because, like you said before, he was so much struggling against Jellyfish, who had the game for itself, but it just needs some time, one situation, one moment when you can just spill the beans and get the game for you.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about earlier, right? Like, when it comes down to Youngling, like, trying to appropriately pressure and whiff punish and maneuver around, like, arrow, bomb, boomerang, like, all of this crazy stuff is really, really difficult. But if you're able to accurately pinpoint where Young Link is weak and continuously put him in those positions, that's a much more fluid way of countering the character instead of trying to individually punish like this arrow or that arrow. Instead, you just gotta put him off stage. You gotta find ways to edge guard him. You gotta find ways to outvalue him positionally, even if not necessarily hitbox-wise.
Yeah, and for now we need. Well, Jellyfish had the momentum. He just need to be mentally sure that everything is okay. Because yeah, it was unfortunate. He get the down air. The down air is really good on Samus. But for now, yeah, he just really trying to get every time just up. I can just have an arrow here. I can have a boomerang there. I need to know. I need to condition the opponent to jump. Maybe the boomerang here will not do, and maybe to try to get some percentages. But Yoshi-O is getting confident in his win because now we have Young Link like a bit struggling. Yeah, the shield did a good job previously, but the technology is maybe a little bit more stronger for this second game. Oh my god!
That's so tough. You see some of the miscues. I do like how Jellyfish is pulling a lot more bombs. Bombs will interact with Charge Shot a lot more favorably than, by example, than arrows and boomerang do. A full charge beam will just power right through it. But it seems like just Yoshi-O has a lot better of a beat on how Jellyfish likes to set up all of his projectile traps. It's a lot more focused on like one arrow, one boomerang, and then approach, rather than strictly trying to confirm off individual hits.
Yeah, and I love how the way he moves because he knows that he can have some good situation on the center stage because when he's in mid-range, the bomb can make a big difference. Like you said, you have the neutral that can just be a try of approach, maybe on a falling just to get maybe a grab out of this. But for now, we are on a 92%, really late, trying the up smash. That would be not punished on the forward smash. Oh my god, I think he felt the hit on his little hat here.
Yeah, I mean, he's walking away with a couple threads missing from his hat and a couple hairs off of his head, but that dash attack is going to make him well worse for wear. Jellyfish down 3 stocks to 1, and this is where Samus can get really, really tricky with a lead, 147, out of most combo ranges, and plenty of weight and floatiness to just get around all of these different tools, unless the game just ends right here. Holy!
Is on a good phase here. Really, really aggressive situation. The advantage is good, and the explosion of the bomb we are making a prolongation. Can we find some here from the Samus? Because even if you lose the stock, it's not that bad because he has 2 more to go. Just trying here to get maybe a ledge from, but the opponent was trying to get the tether here, and Yoshi-O is trying to make the big play-o, and the up B here with the 160 can make quite a difference. He has to be really aware for the next of the game, but for now, I'm sorry for Jellyfish, but Yoshi-O is on such a good streak right now, and the up tilt will not make any difference.
Yeah, it's going to be tough in order to get back from this. Young Link's not really known as a comeback character, and for reasons we kind of saw, you do have to find ways to approach, which is out of your means of your game, which is out of the general flow of your game plan. Samus's up B out of Shiota instantly going to make that a whole lot harder, and Yoshi-O taking that 2-0 after a game 1 heart stopper. Game 2 really batted down the hatches.
Yeah, we saw that it just needed one back air and one good down air to change completely the rhythm of the game, and we had Jellyfish. He was having a good strategy. Like the boomerang was in really good use, the arrow, the bombs. Every time Yoshi-O needed to leave more and more terrain in advantage of Jellyfish. But just this reverse with the back air, and then this situation on off stage after made such a good way for Yoshi-O to reset mentally and just to be sure that he had good options just for him and taking game 2 without any much difficulty. So yeah, good job to Yoshi-O, guys. Well, sometimes when you're not sure that the game is for you, you just have to keep trying and maybe you can make a difference, and that's what Yoshi-O did there because he believed it. He believed it so much.
Yeah, all it takes is a couple of plays, and the back air heard round the venue, right? Like it's just instantly able to make this game, to set up this game and this set eventually for Yoshi-O. Super clean stuff on his part. I believe though, we need to get into some ads before we go right to the next couple sets. What have we got, production?
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what we have
they're
to
gonna be-
just before some pausing. Yeah,
They're gonna be right there. It is.
The magic from Ubo. Yeah, guys, if you want to get something on Philadelphia, you have the supercharge here.